where do you see most businesses getting stuck when trying to align the marketing with the business goals?
Unfortunately, too many businesses think of them as like separate things. They think of like, oh, we have business objectives and goals, and then marketing's over here and sale or whatever, so they're thinking in kind of silos still. And so for us, we have a marketing strategy pyramid, and the bottom layer is the business strategy. And so we can't even think about marketing strategy until we understand what the business is trying to accomplish. And so one example on that is in sales and onboarding with our new clients, I'm always asking, like, what's your current revenue? What's your 1-year goal? What's your 3-year goal? And hopefully the business can answer those. If not, they need to answer those before we can move forward. But like, if I don't have that information, I don't know how aggressive we need to be in our marketing. Because if they have aggressive growth goals that they're trying to hit, in a short amount of time, like, we need to be more aggressive in the marketing. If they're, happy and kind of just like want to streamline some stuff and, they grow steadily because that's more important to them in this phase, then we can be a little bit more or less aggressive on marketing, but help them become more stable in their systems and processes. And so we need to know that. And so, I really think of it as like the business strategy is the foundation. The marketing strategy needs to be layered on top of it to support the business goals. Also, things like in business strategy are like the mission, the vision, the values of the business. That should be all incorporated in the marketing strategy and content production moving forward, because we should be representing the brand as they want to be represented to the world. So I really don't think of them as like separate silos. I think of business strategy and then like specific marketing strategy and other strategies layered on top of it.
That's absolutely right. They're totally connected. Now, many of our listeners probably are wearing multiple hats in their business. What is your approach to building these systems? We spoke about the systems for the marketing and their marketing team that actually supports that visionary at the top.
Yeah. Well, one of the favorite exercises that I've talked about quite a bit recently is having everyone on the team, including the business leader, do an audit of their time, which people don't love audits of their time, but it's important. And so essentially taking a note of everything that you're doing on a consistent basis. So your top skills, tasks, priorities, making note of all of that, and then doing an analysis of, are these things increasing in value because of AI, staying stable, or decreasing in value because of AI? And then once you've made the list and you've identified that, it's how can you prioritize spending most of your time on the things that are increasing because of AI? And how can you bring in AI systems to support you for those things that are decreasing in value or staying stable? And I think that's another way to really look at bringing in AI as well. It's a great exercise to go through as a business leader, but also for your team to go through as well, because there's a lot of uncertainty within teams when you bring in AI, like things like, am I going to be replaced? Am I going to just have to work harder and produce more stuff now? And so if you can have your team go through this exercise, I think it allows them to see, you're bringing an AI to elevate their roles and to focus on their strengths and really future-proof their careers. So I think it's a really great exercise to go through as a leader, but also for everyone on your team ultimately. And then when you identify, on your team, different skill sets that your team needs help with evolving, like that's where you should put a lot of the focus on moving forward. Because I talk a lot about, like in marketing specifically, we've had people on our team for a long time that have written content from scratch and worked on SEO and have managed paids, like doing all of the stuff themselves. But now the way AI is evolving, it's causing them to go from doers to managers in a sense, because now they're managing AI platforms. So they're not managing humans, but they're still managing. And so it's a different skill set they're going to have to develop because, they've been in the weeds doing the work. Now they're going to be overseeing systems and processes more. And so we've identified that. And so now how can we help our team become better managers, communicators, more creative, more strategic, more big picture thinking? And so that's one of my favorite exercises to go through, is just kind of thinking through, what does your role look like today? Where should it evolve to moving forward now that AI is here and it's not going anywhere?